A blind hem on any Pfaff machine is going to be done very similar. First off, Pfaff has a very easy to use foot number 3 with an adjustable guide with this red little mark on it for a blind hem. We also use that for some top stitching. We can use it for overlock edge. It's recommended for quite a few stitches on this machine. To find a blind hem, you can look on the top with your pictures, but if you're not sure which stitch is your blind hem, touch your arrow down and bring up the list of stitches by their name. So as you're arrowing down, you'll eventually find the one that says blind hem stitch, and it's stitch number 14 on the Pfaff Ambition 1.0 sewing machine. So if you touch the check mark, it will bring up the stitch. It will tell us to put foot number 3 on, engage the dual feed dogs up, and if we want to reduce the tension just a little bit, it says from 2 to 4, so I'm going to take that down to 3. Now don't forget to put that back to a normal tension after you're done with the blind hem. So your tension adjustment is right up top. And next, it's how to fold the fabric. So start by folding up the hem that you want to create in your fabric, and then you fold it back on itself. So the idea is that you take a little stitch into the fold, and then it stitches on this little lip sticking out, and then bites into the fold a little further down and back. So the guide needs to be adjusted based on where that jump and bite is. It can change because not all fabrics are the same thickness. It might move a little to the left or a little to the right. Now I have noticed that when I do pick this stitch, the needle is hanging out on the right side. So what I'll have you do is cycle one full stitch. You can turn your hand wheel, you can tap your foot control, or even touch the needle down and then the needle up. Did you see the swing of the needle came over here to the left side? When I lower that presser foot or the needle down closer to my fabric, I can see if it's going to catch this little fold. If it's not, I can lift it up, move it so it is, and then adjust the guide to line up right next to the fold of the fabric. So I'm going to get just really close. Let's see how we go here. I'm going to guide the fold of the fabric up against the guide that we've set. And I'm kind of keeping it nicely hugged because I can barely see we're catching the fold every time it kind of swings over and takes a stitch. Sure beats doing this by hand. So let's see what we're getting. So this is what it looks like before you open it up, and by loosening that tension up here, that gives this a little bit more of a flattening finish. I mean, it's not stitched so tight to the fabric that you get a little crease here. So this isn't bad. You will find that as long as your stitches are consistent in size, and of course if you match your thread, nothing's going to show. But the art is all in the blind hem foot and picking the stitch that is designed to make this super easy.